could take you with MS or any kind of neurological condition and rebuild you with fruits and berries, and I can't with any other food source. Matter of fact, I cannot in any way, shape, or form help you in your health if you eat meat. So how is it that when we eat meat, we lose our health, and when we get rid of meat, we gain our health? See, I think if you go back and you look at the separation from when we moved out of the tropics and the tropical nature of the planet at one time, and we moved more into the Neanderthal type of living in the colder climates, you do see that picked up. You're not going to see fruit eating in these levels. So yes, man has definitely become more omnivorish. But if you take a look at his omnivorish, now you can blame a lot of this on chemicals and stuff like that, granted. But if you look at the omnivorish diet, it doesn't do well with humans. Humans has been decaying in their health for generations, and now it's just accelerated because of all the neurotoxic chemistries and all the other stuff we're dealing with. But if you still go back, you'll see the decay of the human, the northern human, as opposed to the southern human. You can I see it in my clinic now in comparing the 80 and 90 and 100-year-olds that I get in here from the islands and those that I get in here from northern climates. Yeah, there's a big difference. So like I said, I've been kind of running my own China study in that way. I'd like to also think that humans are a higher species than even the primates. Even though we share 98% supposedly the genes of primates, I think we're a higher evolved species. We don't have the sharp canines that a gorilla has. We're pretty close, though, in every other way. It's obvious that your health issues are so much worse when you eat protein than when you come off of it. And I think that's another proof of the problem, is that you have to come off of these things to get well. Well, that means they're not good for you in the first place. I think man adapted to that kind of eating, but I think that also made him very mean, made him very aggressive, and took him away from his spirituality, if there was such a growth. And I can tell you that you feel so much better and lighter and a lot less acidic without proteins. And I just don't see where the human being is made into a protein species. Matter of fact, all the people that come in here have been on high proteins. These people are the sickest. I mean, look at what Atkins' philosophy did to people. Just about ripped them. And there's nothing to me chemical. When you look at meat eating from chemistry, it makes no sense for humans. It's totally wrong ratioed food for humans. You're a predominantly acidic food. You don't put a predominantly acidic food into the blood. It's contraire. Fruits and vegetables are 80-20. So you really don't see anything that would be statement-wise that the meat would be good for you. If anything, the negative forces have controlled man and controlled their diet and had them eat meat so they live in the lower levels of consciousness. As far as I'm concerned, if you got it into that way, who has made man eat so bad? I mean, we've got to lift our heads out of dead tissue and out of the earth and more toward the sky. And we live a lot longer and a lot healthier because of it. But what I see in here is the difference between health of those people living in the islands and those people living outside the islands, and they're the ones that were raised on the fruit. They just see just such a difference in their beauty and their longevity and the way they look longevity. You could take a 100-year-old from the islands and a 100-year-old from, let's say, Michigan, and the difference in the tone of the skin, their agility, is night and friggin' day.